I got into the textile industry by chance. I had a great high school chemistry teacher, fabulous teacher who encouraged me in science, had a knack for science. So there were some scholarships to a science program in textiles. So I just followed the scholarships, led me into the textile chemistry world. So I've been in the textile industry about 34 years with the idea of taking new technologies, stay on the innovation, but bring those technologies into products that people could use in their everyday lives. Most people think of textiles as color and style and comfort, but there's also a performance feature, and that performance feature is becoming more and more important. Silver is one that nature has designed very perfectly. It works extremely well. It has thousands of years of human exposure, so that gives me a lot of comfort in using it. People have used silverware and drinking instruments and plates made of silver. There's a reason for that, because the natural antibacterial properties of silver made those a healthier option for people who could afford it. People have also had piercings in their ears. People have worn silver pierced through their skin for thousands of years. In the medical field, silver is one of the most commonly used antibacterial agents for catheters, tracheal tubes, burn wound bandages, very commonly used because it's very effective against bacteria, very safe and compatible with the human body, and it also is hard for bacteria to develop resistance. So one of the things you can find in the literature, people would use silver coins in water. They would use silver coins to preserve milk before refrigeration was commonplace. So to protect water, protect things that would spoil without refrigeration or from bacterial growth, silver's been utilized in some pretty creative ways over the years. So one of the things we're really careful about, and particularly in the Silverite products, is not only the ingredients, but it's how you put the ingredients together. I think it starts with the look. It looks luxurious. Most people, their first impression is what they see. So they're seeing it needs to look good. The design, the fabric looks luxurious, the packaging is good. So you give a good first impression. Then when you want to touch it or feel it, people talk about the hand. You'll hear that term a lot in textiles. You'll hear hand feel. So when we talk about hand, it's how your hand perceives the luxuriousness, the softness, the drapeability. You can tell if you feel it, you know if you like it or not. Very soft. You want to sleep on it. You want to have a good sleep environment. So the look is great. When you touch it, it feels great. And then when you use it, it's made of materials. You can just tell that it's made of materials that give you a quality product. So the durability is really good, and every component in there has been carefully selected to be very high quality and integrated in a way that produces a good quality that doesn't destroy the properties of the raw materials. When you look at textiles, again, most people think of textiles as pretty simple, take them for granted, but they're very complex, starting from the raw materials and how you put those raw materials together. So let's take yarns. So we're assembling fibers together in yarns. So cotton is a natural fiber, staple length, small segments of fiber that we're assembling together. So it's twisting those fibers together. The friction between the fibers is what gives the strength and the integrity in the yarn. So you want the fiber to be strong itself, but the way you assemble, the amount of twist that you put in there, you can increase strength, but you also make it more harsh. And there's various ways to put that twist and that friction in yarns. Various types of yarn manufacturing equipment, from open end to ring spinning to air jet spinning. So the kind of yarn manufacturing equipment combined with the raw materials really results in an end product. Consumers unaware, they just, boy, it feels good and it lasts a long time. I like it, it's a great value. But knowing the science and the manufacturing, we can engineer products to give that best value proposition. And one of the things I like about the Silverite pillow is that it's made of mainly natural, sustainable materials. That's very important. So we've taken some of the best products, integrated them together to produce this pillow. The kapok I was not as familiar with. I'd heard about it, but it was not as familiar with kapok as some of the other fibers. It's not been widely used in textiles. So I think once people see the product, see the Silverite pillow filled with kapok, It's a different feel. You can't describe it till you try it. And people like it. It's a great product. Most people would tend to buy from value. Personally in my life, I buy from a value proposition. I don't buy all the cheapest things. I don't buy all the most expensive things. I look at a value proposition. So the Silverite products are made to hit a value proposition. We want a superior quality. We want a superior quality product. We want it to be very consistent. We've tried to give the best value and stay in the top quality products that you're going to encounter in the market. Yeah, what excites me is really making products that impact people's lives.